Hello guys, let's move to derivatives. So this is how we do the derivatives. Okay, if you're doing the derivatives, let's start by saying every single number is equal to 0. Single number is equal to 0. For instance, 8 is equal to 0. 2 is equal to 0. So when you're derivating, every single number is equal to 0. Okay, this is the first step. This is the first step. And secondly, we're gonna say every x number is equals to same number, is equals to same number, is equals to same number. Okay, so every x number is equals to same number. So if I say 3x, what will be the answer? The answer will be 3. If I say 4x, the answer will be 4. So this is how you derive. So now, thirdly, we need to know this formula. We need to know this formula, x to the power of n. So how do we derive x to the power of n? This n, it must come and multiply x, and the same n must subtract 1. So it's gonna be nx to the power of n minus 1. This is how we derive. For instance, if you're given x to the power of 3, so this is your n. 3 is your n. So this n must multiply x, and this 3 must subtract 1. So it's gonna be 3x to the power of 3 minus 1, which is gonna give you 3x to the power of 2. You see how it goes? Okay, one more thing again. I'll give you x to the power 2 over 3. Now your n is a fraction. What must you do? You must say it's equals to x to the power of, so it's gonna be x to the power of, anyway, remember this n must come and multiply x, and this n must subtract 1. So let's start by saying is 2 over 3x, because the n must multiply x, to the power of 2 over 3 minus 1. Why didn't I write 1? It is because the denominator of the fraction determines your 1. So if denominator is 3, so it will be minus 3 over 3. Okay, so if your denominator was 5, it was going to be minus 5 over 5. And then your answer will be 2 over 3x to the power of, look, the denominators are similar, so it means our denominator here will remain the same. You focus on the numerator, it will be like 2 minus 3. You're going to get negative 1. So this will be your answer. So let's see how it goes. So this will be your answer. Okay, your answer will be 2 over 3 x to the power negative 1 over 3. Okay, let's have a look on question number 16. The derivative of the function is, okay, so we need to derive this function. So guys, we've been asked to derive this function. Okay, so when you're deriving this function, go with every single variable. Okay, every single number is equal to 0. Okay, all single numbers is equal to 0, so it means negative 6, it will be 0. So let's move to this one. This one is 6x to the power of 3. So we'll come and write 6x to the power of 3 is equals to, and then this 3, remember it's an n, so n must multiply the x, and the n must subtract 1. So it's going to be 6 times, if n multiply x, it's going to be 6 times 3x, and the same n3 must subtract 1. So it's going to be equals to 6 times 3x is going to be 18x to the power of 2. So this will be your answer. Okay, let's move to, so 6x to the power of 3 is gonna be 18x to the power of 2. So it's gonna be 18x to the power of 2. So here we got 0, here we got 18x to the power of 2. Let's move to the following one, which is negative 12x to the power negative 2. So the negative 2 is our n. So negative 2 must multiply x. So it's going to be negative 12 times, if negative 2 multiply x, it's going to be times negative 2x. And negative 2 must subtract 1. So it's to the power negative 2 minus 1. So how much will you get? Negative 12 times negative 2, you'll get positive 24x. To the power of what? Negative 2 minus 1 is going to get negative 3. So it's going to be 24x to the power of negative 3. So here is going to be it's going to be 24x to the power 24x to the power negative 3. And what about the last one? So let's do the last one. So this is how you derive, guys. Okay, the last one says 4x to the power of 3 over 2. It's 4x to the power of 3 over 2. And then how do you derive this one? Your n is a fraction, and your n must multiply x. So it's going to be 4 times your n. So your n must multiply x. So it's going to be 3 over 2x to the power of 3 over 2. And remember, your n, your exponent n must also subtract 1, so it will be minus. So since it's a fraction, your 1 is going to be determined by 2. So it's going to be minus 2 over 2. And then now let's deal with this one. Okay, I will just divide by 1 here. 1 will not change anything. So it's going to be 4 times 3 is going to be 12. 1 times 2 is going to be 2 x to the power of, look, the denominators are the same. So if the denominators are the same, it doesn't change. Focus on the numerator. It will be like 3 minus 2 is going to be 1/2. So now 12 divided by 2 is going to be 6x to the power 1/2. So this will be our answer here. For this one, you'll get 6x to the power 1/2. So let's combine our answers. So if we combine our answers, from the first one we got 18x. So let me put them here. So we got 18x to the power of 2 plus 24x to the power of 3, power of negative 3, plus 6x to the power 1/2. So this will be our answer. So remember, negative 6 is a single number, it's equals to 0. So this one, we don't have to write 0. So our answer will be lying at option number positive 18x squared plus 1/2 24 to the power negative 3. Yeah, I think it's option number 1. Option number 1. Yes, option number 1. Okay, let's move to question number 17. Okay, question number 17, it talks about the total cost in rand to manufacture X watches is given by. So to do this question, first of all, you need to derive the question, okay? So let's derive. So the total cost in rand to manufacture the X watches is given by the function. So now they're saying the marginal cost to manufacture the 31st watch is. So first of all, we need to derive it, guys. Let's derive it here. Okay, so if we have to derive it here, remember every single number is equals to 0. So 1000 will give us 0. And every x number is equals to what? Every x number is equals to that number. So 100x, it will give us 100. And then what about the other one? So it's gonna be 100 minus let me say x squared over 4, and then x squared, how do we derive it? You can say is equals to, this is your n, so your n must multiply x and your n must subtract 1, so it's gonna be equals to 2x to the power of 2 minus 1. So it means you will end up getting 2x, okay, and then so it's gonna be 2x over what? Over 4. So 2x over 4, you can divide here. 2 by 2 is 1, 2 into 4 is 2. If you cancel 4, 2, so it means you're gonna get x over 2, so it's gonna be 100 minus x over 2. Okay, so now they said the okay, the marginal cost to manufacture the 31st watch is. So the marginal cost to manufacture the 31st of watch is. So what I'm gonna tell you is that the cost of manufacturing the 30 watch is similar to the marginal cost of manufacturing the 31st of watch. So wherever there is x, we'll substitute by 30. So it's now gonna be 100. It's gonna be 100 minus 30. Remember they said the cost of manufacturing the 31st, but now we know that if they say 31st, the cost of manufacturing the 30 watch is similar to the cost of manufacturing the 31st of watch. So if they said the cost of manufacturing the 51st, we're gonna use 50 here. So now they say 31st, we're gonna use 30. So we'll divide by what? By 2. So this one you can say it's over 1. So how much will you get? So the answer here will be let's say you have a Casio calculator, so you can just say fraction of 100 over 1 minus 30 over 2. But since I don't have a Casio, I'll just find the LCD. 1 times 2, I'll get 2, and then here I'll just cross multiply. I'll get 200. 2 times 100 is 200 minus 1 times 30 is 30. So I'll get 170 divided by 2, and then 170 divided by 2, I'll get 85. So now the answer will be 85. So the marginal cost to manufacture the 31st watch is 85. So that will be our answer. Okay, thanks guys.